most magical vacation on earth, and once upon a time, planning a Disney vacation was a breeze. It wasn't a big deal, but unfortunately, over time, it becomes more and more complicated. But don't worry, I'm going to help you plan, and you are on step 5 of planning your vacation. We are going to talk about planning a basic itinerary. This is one of the best, fun, and interactive steps that my guests love when we plan our vacations together. We are going to talk about what are your favorite things and what's most important to you with your vacation, and you're going to see all the different opportunities that are in store for you for your most magical vacation on earth. So buckle your seatbelts, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Be sure to sprinkle some pixie dust on that like button if you're excited, and here we go. Now, like I said, this is step 5 in a 13-step planning process for planning your Disney World vacation. If you would like to see all 13 steps, you can check the tags in the description for that video, and I go into more detail in this planning playlist. You can watch the rest after this video. Now, why is this step so important? Well, there are 2 major reasons why planning your basic itinerary at this phase is super important. Number 1, you do not want to get on your vacation. Believe me, I have seen many guests. I was a former Disney cast member, and now I've taken my kiddos to the parks about 200 times now. So you do not want to be one of the guests that is halfway through their vacation and realizes there's some really cool things that you missed a few days ago or even just earlier in the day because you didn't even know it was an option. Number 2, you want to be able to prioritize your vacation. Things that are the most important to you, you want to make sure you get them done, because guess what? You will not be able to do everything. I promise you, that is a guaranteed fact. More on that later. First off, why should you take my advice? Well, hey pal, I'm Jordan Ashley, and together we vacation. I want to help you have the most magical vacation on earth so you can stress less while you are on vacation and in the planning process and just focus on the memories. I can do that because I am a former Disney cast member. Like I said, I know the parks and the resort backwards and forwards, and I have taken my kiddos to the parks about 200 times now, almost, and so I've taken them from infant all the way to 5 years old. I've taken some older kids as well, and I want to help you plan your vacation so that you can have the best time possible bonding with your friends and family. So this video is sponsored by me, Fantastical Vacations by Jordan Ashley, and I can help you plan at no cost to you. So if you are one of my guests, I'm going to give you an individualized personal itinerary for you and your family, but for the purposes of this video, I can help you with the overarching basic plan. So we're going to talk about how to go about doing that and why is it important. Now, the key to this step and to saving you frustration and money is later on in this video, so be sure to hang on to the end. Okay, so you do not need to have an exact plan in place. It's pretty much impossible at this point with the addition of Genie Plus and Lightning Lanes anyway. You were just prioritizing and familiarizing yourself with the parks and the resorts and everything that there is to offer so that you can look at all the shows, rides, food, entertainment, the characters, the experiences that you can have here at the resort. There are endless numbers, so you want to have an idea of what there is, familiarizing yourself with the park maps, for example, knowing where things are, so you can have an idea of how much you're going to be able to get done in a day and which things are the most important to you and your family members or whoever you're traveling with, so that you can list and prioritize. Maybe that's another name that we could call this step, listing and prioritizing, so that you can save yourself frustration and maximize and optimize your time while you are here at Walt Disney World. So here are some things to think about. How many parks will you go to? Will you go to all of the Disney parks? Will you park hop? Will you go to the Disney parks every day of your visit, or will you have a resort day? Do you want to go to the water parks? Are you going to want to do any other activities like ESPN or golfing? Do you want to potentially go to Universal or SeaWorld, or maybe even just have a land and sea adventure where you go on a cruise for half your vacation and stay at the Disney property for the other half? All of these are great options. Okay, now how are you going to do this? Here's what you need to do. You need to look at the 6 different park maps, the Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, and Disney's Animal Kingdom, plus your 2 water parks, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. Look at those maps. Or you can get on a call with me and I can tell you some personalized advice, of course. But also watch our ever-going playlist here on Together We Vacation, all about the individual things to do in each and every park. But all that to say, the main thing is you just need to know what each park has to offer. Look at the entertainment, the food, the characters, the rides, all the different engagement opportunities that are in the parks so that you can list and prioritize things that are most important to you and your group. You will also want to look at things that are outside of the park. So things at the resorts. Yes, you can go explore the resorts. There are some tricky ways to do it sometimes, but you can do it. And you can also go to Disney Springs. You can do VIP tours or backstage tours, along with some other options that are on property or even in the greater Orlando area or other theme parks. You're going to want to prioritize those things as well. So for example, you're going to want to pick what you were going to do on your arrival day. Say you go to Disney Springs or you do a resort hop or maybe go on a Skyliner crawl. Those are all great options. Then you're going to move on to your first park. So potentially you're going to Epcot your first day. You are going to want to look at the 11 different rides, the 30 different attractions, your 18 different characters, 60 different places to eat, not including when there is a festival because the number is much higher at that point. And then there's also your other entertainment options. I believe there's 13 that are typically in the parks right now. At least if you look on the maps there, it's ever changing at Epcot. So there is even more when you are looking during a festival, and there are just so many options. So you're going to want to prioritize them, and then you're going to want to look at, do you think if you want to get it all done, first of all, and if you do, you want to see if you, the likelihood of you being able to get all of it done in one day is slim. So this will help you decide if you need one park day at Epcot or two. Specifically at Magic Kingdom, this is a big one if you want to have 1 or 2 days there. That will help you determine how many days you need in the parks. So before you buy your tickets, you're going to need to know how much time you're going to need in the parks before you buy those tickets. Now, of course, you can save yourself a lot of time when talking to a travel advisor like me or one of the others. There's several good ones out there. You don't have to use me, that's okay. I'm just glad you're here with me right now. So you can use our advice. Now, not every travel advisor might know the same thing, but I can only speak for myself. But if you tell me what kind of vacation you want to have, if it's a magical vacation, a restful vacation, a relaxing vacation, a romantic vacation, adventurous vacation, maybe tell me a few other details, I'll be able to tell you right then and there what you're looking for and what you need, and I'll be able to create an itinerary for you because I know the parks backwards and forwards. So I could save you a lot of time and potentially give you the right expectations, which is going to help you preserve that joy and those happy memories instead of leading to frustrated ones because you thought you can get more done than you could, or you missed out on certain things that you didn't know were available. And really, that's the key. Once you know what you would like to fit into your vacation, what's your priorities, you'll be able to narrow it down so that you can go on to the next step, which is booking your vacation. More on that in the next video, so be sure you subscribe to that notification bell or check out the playlist if you're watching later on, where you can learn more about how to do that, what that process looks like. But that's the key. You want to know ahead of time how much you think you're going to be able to fit in so that you have the proper expectations, preserving that joy, and really being able to focus on building those memories, because you know, I've lived in Mickey's backyard for 10 years and I still haven't done everything, and that's okay. I've been a cast member, again, been so many times to the parks, and I still haven't done everything Walt Disney World Resort has to offer. So knowing that and still being able to enjoy your time is the key. It'll save you time and money and frustration for sure. So if you would like someone to help you set realistic expectations for you on your vacation, go ahead and hop on that call with me. We can also talk again all those other different ways. Check that description box below. And I will see you in the next video. Check out the playlist for planning, or if you would like to learn more about the parks, there are so many different ways that I like to connect with you. You can find me here, but the best way is just to be one of my guests. So I'll see you real soon. Bye, pal.